Alright guys, everybody here watching this video, right now besides basic stuff I light stuff with, the just basically refillable butane lighters you can pick up at the store. These are all the lighters that I have, okay. Let's see, I've got on each end right here I have what they call a Flaminaire 12 pipe lighters. These are pipe lighters right here. One on my right's silver plated with a design, and the one over here is chrome plated, weave type design. This lighter here is a chrome plated Zaima lighter, and this is a Zaima lighter. Now those of you that's watched my video, I sold a lighter that was just like this one to a guy that's seen a video of I had, because I had it converted into a pipe lighter. Well, I picked up another one of these because I sold the one. It was the very first Zaima I ever bought, and I kind of regret selling it, but I ended up finding one on there just like it, except this one here has got a serial number on it, 2,974. The one I sold was probably 200 and something. So, and I converted this one to a pipe lighter as well. Okay. I don't know why, but I tell you what. First off, let me tell you what I've found out. Here's the Zaima lighter as well. Okay. All right. I rebuilt this one. Okay. I'm gonna tell you what. This one was much easier to work on than this one. And the reason why is the internal valve system, the stopper. Okay, the stopper on the internal valve usually comes with a little bit of brass, and you put a plug in the end of it, okay, so you can change the stopper out. But on this one here, the whole bottom part was a rubber, so the mechanism didn't flow as easily inside this one as this one here. And it seems like when they go to the rubber ones over the old style metal ones, and what's really funny about this is this one here has a code on it of, this is a 336 serialized numbered part, and it's got the rubber stopper in it. And this one here is 2,974, and it's got a rubber stopper with a metal base in it. So, and I've had one of these. It was dated 300 and something, and it had the metal base in it. So I don't know if there's any particular reason why they went to the rubber over the metal, because you would think that the newer versions would have the rubber and the older versions would have the metal, but it doesn't seem to be that way. So you just kind of have to take a chance when you're buying these lighters. In the middle is what I would say is, as far as pipe lighters goes, one of the best piezo pipe lighters that you can get. This is an Im Corona manufactured lighter, branded for Savinelli. Alright, this one happens to be silver plated, labeled under. What they usually do is put it says 10 USP on the top, and it's got a patent pending down here. So that doesn't, just because it's not marked, though, if you got one, doesn't mean it's not silver plated. So you just got to be careful. It could even be silver plated. It's hard to tell sometimes, manufacturers didn't mark things accordingly, but sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't. As far as the end here, and these here 2 lighters, I mean, you know, these lighters are just, as far as I'm concerned, these are some of the best pipe lighters as far as flint-fired pipe lighters that you can acquire. Alright, very easily to fire up, and doesn't light the first time, keep firing, then just turn it off, 1 click up. There's your flint, down here's your flame adjustment. Alright, these are probably, when it comes to flint-fired pipe lighters, this is what I really recommend. This little thing here holds, I think it's like 3.4 grams of butane, something like that. This one here holds 3.6. If I'm correct, I believe the Savinellis hold 2.8. I don't know what this one holds exactly, but it's a nice little lighter. Okay, now you probably noticed this here, sitting here. This is the only flint-fired petrol lighter that I carry. This here's a War Armor. I believe it's War Armor. Yeah. Zorro War Armor 912 serialized number down there. I bought this out of a place out of China. This thing weighs, oh boy, what is it? 150 grams. This is a solid milled brass piece here. Right around here, it's even got a little O-ring, goes all the way around, and this thing shuts so tight that you can't even hardly, you just can't even hardly see, where the case comes together right here. I like this because I prefer this over Zorro or over Zippo lighters for one main reason. I can fill this lighter up and it can sit on the shelf for 3 or 4 months. I can pick it up and it'll light. Now I'll tell you what, you can drop this in water, and if you get it out quick enough, it should fire up directly. Now if it stays down there for 5-10 seconds or whatever, you're probably going to get a little, I've had a couple drops in here, and I did get it to light, but I might have had to fire it 3 or 4 or 5 times to get it to light, probably because the O-ring didn't seal it all off. But this is a well manufactured lighter. Okay, I put a big size wick in it, extended wick. So anyway, here we have French manufactured lighters and Chinese lighter, and these lighter back here all Japanese lighters. Now I'll tell you what, these are all good lighters here, people. You can't go wrong with either one of them. But, to each his own. Everybody's going to have their opinion, going to have a favorite, I don't smoke, but if you really like the simplicity of being able to light your pipe quick, obviously, nothing simpler than a PZO pipe lighter. Not as dependable as a flint-fired, but quick and simple. Now, you can't, let me put this aside. This is This is a really nice lighter. I like the fact that this has got a real, just like the first one I had that I sold a guy, this has got a real nice feel to it as far as the flame adjustment goes. I think you can even shut it off, but anyway, this has got a real, you can hear that thing puts out quite a bit of gas. Must be getting empty. Yeah, but this is a real nice lighter for what it is. These here are nice lighters too. This is a nice lighter. Now, the flame height on it takes some effort with your finger. Okay, you want to go down any lower than that, might have to use a fingernail. But these are excellent. This is an excellent lighter too. Same quality build. Actually a beautiful chrome finish. Very good condition. Very good lighter. Zaima lighters like this, and keep in mind, this here is just a filler valve down here. Flame adjustment here. Now I stay away from ones that's got the flame adjustment on the bottom because it's a whole totally different operating mechanism. Okay, to me, probably a little bit more servicing you might have to do on that particular type of lighter. Okay, I stick to something that's simple and something that's going to work. Now these lighters aren't simple, but when you can pick up a lighter that's like this, let's see, I just had to basically, like these two here, clean them up and, you know, and maybe grease a few O-rings and stuff like that, and do a replacement around of an O-ring that's dry that puts tension on the valve mechanism itself in here, and replace that and use a couple of O-rings. But these lighters basically are, you know, I didn't have to put too much work into them. But if you guys are over in the UK or maybe in France or something like that, and you're pipe smokers and you're looking for you know, a new pipe lighter, I recommend trying to find one of these. You know, I mean, they're just beautiful lighters and simple. You know, just simple, and they're going to be durable. I mean, you don't have to worry about a piezo going bad on it. You know, you just, let's put it this way: you're going to find it a lot easier to find a flint for this than you are a piezo for this. I mean, I know there's a company out the East Coast that repairs these. For how much longer, I don't know, because this lighter here is probably 50 years old. I'm guessing that's the 1970s. But this here, I got a paper underneath this. These lighters were patented, if I believe, in 1968. Matter of fact, I think I got the paper right here. Yeah, May 23rd, 1967, United States Patent Office, okay, for this particular lighter. Alright, so these lighters came to me in this condition. The cases mate well. The design on the gas valve is excellent. It is repairable. It's actually easy to repair if you can get it unscrewed. Now, a little bit of a hint to those that maybe have the 12 series lighter there that they want to repair and they don't know anything about it. Let me tell you something here, okay? Alright, now I haven't got the bottom soldered in to this, but the only thing this whole base screws out of this tank right here. I had to resolder this. I just resoldered that and redid this because they had a leak. But this whole bottom part, you can see how it's flat. Got flat edges right here. That does unscrew, but there's no need to unscrew that. Okay? There's really no need. But if you unscrew this area right here, this valve right here, little filter down there you can replace. And see the little valve mechanism here? Okay? Underneath that's a little rubber stopper that you can replace. Let me tell you something. In order to get this part out, this has to be pulled out. Okay, this has to be pulled straight out. It's going to take some pressure to do it, so I recommend leaving it screwed in here. Get you a tool and pull it straight out. This top's in there by pressure. Okay, there's an O-ring around there and whatnot. When you pull this out, you'll see what I mean. Okay. Now the bottom gas valve goes into the refill valve, I should say. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. Okay, this goes into the bottom of the tank. Okay. Okay, I desoldered this from the bottom of the tank. But here's the refill valve. And okay, so you can kind of see that valve. I got the center out. I've had this apart, but that screws out from the base like that. Now I'm going to give you a little hint. If you need to rebuild this valve, okay, the other parts in here, but if you need to rebuild that valve, you're probably going to have to put some heat on to get it loose, because they put a seal on them of some sort, because some of these lighters, when this top part is screwed down in to where it has threads, it's not screwed down tight and have an O-ring. Okay, it's like they put a sealer on it. Okay, around these threads when they screw this here whole base down into the tank. So keep that in mind. If you, for some reason, need to take the filler valve out or that top valve because you want to replace the cotton or the wick in there, you might have to put a little heat on that, especially the bottom valve, filler valve. Okay. Anyway, this is just kind of, here's the cases to that other lighter I got going. I got to repair. It's kind of like a matted, a brushed chrome finish on this. So anyway, I just thought maybe somebody would like to just maybe see, and I consider all these quality lighters. Now I'd obviously consider the French-made Flaminaire 12 pipe lighter and the Savinelli to be a little bit more, what I would say, a little bit more involved as far as parts go, so a little bit more complicated. Okay, these here are simpler, but I'll tell you what, they can be hard to work on. So you're best off, if you're going to work on something like this, people, is to take it apart and take pictures, because if you don't get it back, and like sometimes, like these lighters I got over there, I just showed you, them things been sitting in there for months. You know, I don't take pictures, but I know how it goes back together. But if you're unsure, always take pictures. Doesn't hurt. Disassembly pictures, that way you can get it back together. But some quality lighters here for you pipe smokers. No doubt about it that this is not a pipe lighter, but no doubt about that these are quality lighters, and that you know, you can't go wrong with any of them here, you know. just have to get what you want. And I need to put some more gas in this one. But excellent lighters. Flame's a little erratic because my air conditioner is just kicking on and off. But if you really want a good petrol lighter, I really do recommend these. These are excellent because you can stick it away and, in your backpack or something if you don't smoke, and just refill it and take a little bottle of fluid. Another little thing I kind of recommend too is this here's what I use to fill up my Flaminaire, say for instance right here. Now, you can see now I got plenty of gas in her now. Turn her down. Alright. Now, this here was one of these. You can get at a butane store, or a cigarette outlet, I mean. And what I did to this one is I just drilled and tapped, put a refill valve in there. So, if you go on a trip or something, and maybe you can get by with this small thing of butane. I don't know, but you just have to see. But kind of a little handy, so if you want to carry a bottle of butane in your backpack or something, you can do this. Keep in mind though that you have to take the top off here. I put a couple O-rings on here too to seal, so you don't get a couple spit back. But keep in mind that though I can't put the cap on. Okay, this got a metal top on just like this one. But also too, use this one here. Well, you'll see here. This won't stay on this one. A lot of slop in it. Okay. But right here, see, I put one of these little rubber hoses you can get, like food grade hoses. I put that over that, and it just kind of seals that right on. So when you stick your cap on there, you don't get a bunch of leaking out there either. Anyway, that's it on that. You guys got any questions or any thoughts, or just let me know, and do my best to answer them for you.